A lot of the problems that employers are trying to solve through a safety lens, often we're thinking about it as like, well, what's the ROI? Where's the evidence? What's the, and in truth, if we actually take a look at medicine more broadly, and certainly in the physical therapy space, we haven't necessarily solved all these things or have the most amazing evidence for what we do either. Like there's actually a real paucity in evidence around, best practice healthcare. And so if you're asking the safety community to solve problems the healthcare community hasn't, which is like, how do we prevent injuries and improve health of our people? One of the things that I really encourage companies to think about is framing their safety spend as an R&D expenditure. All other areas of good companies have R&D expenditure towards making life better and making better products and improving the business. But then we go to these little safety budgets and we say, well, where's the evidence for that? And the reality is we can't find it yet. We need to spend and explore. Because if we're not spending, we're not learning, right? We're not trialing things and we're not testing things. And so I think when companies realize that there's a really rich opportunity to kind of not think of it as an innate, unavoidable loss, but think of the implication to the rest of the business in terms of revenue they require to offset it, then suddenly we can take a little bit of that budget and say, let's treat this as R&D. Let's start experimenting with employee wellness. Let's start experimenting with safety. And the other thing there that I'm not good at a short answer, wellness budgets and safety budgets are so treated separately, right? It's very, we do this nice wellness piece to keep people, we show we care, and we have a safety budget. And when budgets go away, we see the wellness budget disappear. But all the best practice injury management work out there, and certainly on the psychological side, is all about the healthier our team is and the better we can make their life, through job design and reducing hours and all this kind of stuff, the better their health is. And without getting too stuck into the employee wellness side, we have studies like if you sleep 7 hours or less a day for 2 weeks in a row, just 7 hours or less, your injury rate spikes 1.7 times. And it's like, who, especially on like a shift work site, or like 12-hour shifts, and medicine's notorious for bad shift hours. The innate health of the employee, this wellness wishy-washy thing, is actually one of the biggest drivers for how we keep people safe. And so again, I think organizations are kind of thinking about it from just a liability, a risk, what's my premiums, and R&D expenditure, appreciating employee wellness properly, and instead of lip service, actually addressing some of the concerns like long work hours. Now we're cooking. Now we've got like a really great framework to address some of these problems and to start learning about them internally as an organization.